Hello, welcome to Mr. Brown's handy dandy works cited page tutorial. Alright, to create a works cited page, the first thing that you want to do is make sure that bad boy is in MLA format. So in your Word document, you want to change Calibri to Times New Roman, and you want to change the 11-point font to 12. Furthermore, everything, I say everything, must be double spaced. So you're going to go to More Paragraph Options and change your line spacing to 2. For a works cited page, you want a centered title that says Works Cited. So you'll center and type Works Cited and push Enter once. You then need to go back to left align. So you change your alignment to align left. And you can begin. I picked up the book Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. So if I'm citing a book, and by the way, all of this information comes from your works cited page packet that I gave you on Friday, which can be found at jrbrown.weebly.com. All information came from the Purdue Owl. But if I were to cite Ray Bradbury's Fahrenheit 451, I would first type Bradbury, comma Ray, that's author's last name, comma first name, and a period. I would then italicize the title and type Fahrenheit 451. This book can be found on Mr. Brown's bookshelf, although there may be a hole going through multiple pages that someone stabbed during SSR. After the title, I'm going to use my handy dandy works cited packet here and figure out what goes next. So I've got the title. I then go to city of publication. However, Fahrenheit 451 does not include a city of publication. It simply says published in the United States. So I'll type United States as my area of publication. I then put a colon and the publisher. Colon, publisher. It is published by Del Rey Books. So I'll put Del Rey Books, period. Alright, after the publisher, I put a comma, not a period, and then I put the year of publication, so change that period to a comma. The year of publication for this particular book, the most recent printing was 1991. Then period. It then asks for the medium of publication. That simply means, is it a physical book? That would be print. Or did I find it online? I would then put web. Since I have the actual book, I'm going to put print, period, and then enter for my next source. The next source comes from dictionary.com, the one we went over in class. For dictionary.com, I'm going to use this to help me out on the second page of your works cited packet. Start with editor, author, or compiler name. That's not available for dictionary.com. So I'm going to start with the name of the site in italics. So in italics, I put dictionary.com. Italics, dictionary.com. And italics, I pushed Control-I, period, space. Then I put the version number, not applicable, the name of the institution or organization affiliated with the site. That's a sponsor or publisher, so I'm going to look for that on dictionary.com. Scroll all the way to the bottom of the page. The best thing I can take a guess at is William Collins Sons and Co. Limited. So that's what I'm going to put. William Collins Sons and Co. Ltd. for limited, period, because it's an abbreviation, but I put a comma after the publisher. The date the resource was created, if available. This is copyrighted for 2020, so that's what I'm going to go with. 2020. Whoopsies. I believe I put a period. And then medium of publication, I'm going to put web because I found it online, and the date of access, meaning the date I found it. I found it yesterday, so I put web for medium of publication, the date I accessed it, which was the 30th of January, 2020, period. An optional rule, but one that I'm requiring, is for you to put the URL link. So I'm going to copy Control-C, the URL, and paste Control-V into my Works Cited page. Then hit enter for my next source. My next source is the Banned Books Week article by Mary Cadden. So the author is Mary Cadden. I'm going to put Cadden, comma, Mary. I'm going to, in quotation marks, put the title of the article. It's Banned Books Week. Here are the 11 most challenged books. It's Banned Books Week. Here are the 11 most challenged books. Period. Quotations. Space. I'm going to put the website that it came from, which is usatoday.com, and that goes in italics. Control-I for italics. usatoday.com, period, and italics, space. After the site, I put version number, doesn't apply. I put the publisher, which in this case is also just USA Today. After the publisher, I put a comma and the date of resource creation. So, comma, the date this resource was created was September 25th, 2019. So 25 space September space 2019, period. The medium of publication, which is web, period. And the date I accessed it, which was today, 31 space January space 2020, period. I then want to put the URL, so I'm going to copy with Control-C and paste with Control-V and hit enter. Now, as we went over in class, these have to be listed alphabetically, so I want to trade the C with the D, so it'll go B, C, D. I want them listed in alphabetical order, so to cut any citation, I'm going to push Control-X, that's the button for cut, Control-X, and I'm going to paste it where dictionary.com was. Make sure my spacing is all still correct. So now it's listed alphabetically, Bradbury, Cadden, dictionary. The last thing I need to do is create a hanging indent. So I highlight all of my sources, all of my citations. I'm going to go to More Paragraph Options, Special Indent, and Hanging. So now I've got hanging indentation, so it's nice and clear which source is which. Whenever I refer to one of these sources in my essay, I'm going to do my in-text citation. The rule of thumb for an in-text citation is that the word in parentheses is the first word that appears on the Works Cited page. So, for example, if I cited Mary Cadden's article, I would put parentheses Cadden and a page number, if applicable, at the end. However, if I cited the dictionary.com definition of censorship, which is what I've got here, then in parentheses I would put dictionary.com because that's the first thing that appears on my citation. Alright, it's been fun, students. I hope that this is helpful. Have a fantastic day.